The killer who vanished without a trace and left one final clue. Familicides represent one of the most chilling expressions of human psychology at its breaking point. Defined as the murder, or murder-suicide, of close family members within a short period of time, these crimes challenge our understanding of love, duty, and morality. Though documented cases stretch back to the 1800s, experts agree that familicide has likely existed for centuries, hidden behind walls of silence and shame. What makes these crimes uniquely disturbing is not only the brutality involved, but the warped logic often used to justify them. Criminologists and behavioral psychologists have long observed that perpetrators frequently believe they are saving their families. In their minds, death is framed as mercy, an escape from financial ruin, social disgrace, or an imagined future catastrophe. But few cases illustrate this terrifying mindset more clearly or leave behind more unanswered questions than the disappearance of Xavier Dupont de Ligonnès, a man who seemingly erased his entire family before vanishing into thin air. Aristocracy, faith, and early fractures. The Dupont de Ligonnès family belonged to one of France's oldest and most prestigious aristocratic bloodlines. Their lineage could be traced back to medieval France, where ancestors served as high-ranking military officers and influential members of the clergy. During the reign of King Louis XV in the 18th century, a family member was awarded the title of Marquis, cementing the family's place among the elite. Xavier Dupont de Ligonnès was born on January 9, 1961, into this world of privilege, tradition, and expectation. From birth, his life appeared preordained. Education, social standing, and financial security were assumed. But beneath the polished exterior, cracks formed early. When Xavier was only 5 years old, his father abandoned the family and relocated to Ivory Coast. The sudden departure left a lasting emotional wound. Xavier was raised in Versailles by his mother, Geneviève Maitre, a deeply devout Catholic who instilled strong religious values in her children. Church attendance and private schooling were central to Xavier's upbringing, reinforcing ideas of moral duty, obedience, and sacrifice. Geneviève later denied imposing her beliefs on her children, but Xavier's adult life suggests religion remained a powerful internal influence, one that would resurface in deeply unsettling ways. At just 13 years old, Xavier attempted to take responsibility for his family. He left business school in Paris and took on small jobs, surrounding himself with others from aristocratic circles. It was during this period that he met Agnès Hodanger, a woman from another respected Versailles family with deep professional roots in architecture and law. Their relationship appeared ideal on paper. Two respected lineages joined together. They married, had children, and moved frequently across France, a restless pattern that mirrored Xavier's own unstable childhood, a perfect family illusion. In the early 2000s, the family finally settled in Nantes, moving into a home at 55 Boulevard Robert Schumann. By then, the household consisted of 6 members: Xavier, Agnès, and their 4 children, Arthur, Thomas, Anne, and Benoit. From the outside, the Dupont de Ligonnès family appeared exemplary. The children excelled academically. Arthur and Thomas earned their baccalaureates, while Anne and Benoit followed closely behind. Neighbors described the family as polite, quiet, and orderly. There were no public signs of abuse, violence, or instability, but appearances can be dangerously misleading. Behind closed doors, the family's finances were collapsing. Despite coming from wealth, inherited funds had dwindled. Xavier attempted to rebuild through a series of business ventures, but everyone failed. By 2010, he reported an annual income of just 4,000 euros, a devastating blow for a man raised in aristocratic comfort. Financial strain quickly turned into marital conflict. As early as 2002, Agnès confided in a friend via email, expressing frustration that Xavier had squandered their money. One line from that correspondence would later haunt investigators. When asked if he was happy, Xavier reportedly replied, "Yes, I am. But if we could all die tomorrow, that would be better." Death, guns, and preparation. In January 2011, another critical event occurred. Xavier's father died, leaving him a .22 caliber long rifle. Friends later noted a dramatic shift in Xavier's behavior. Previously uninterested in firearms, he suddenly obtained a gun license, began visiting shooting ranges, and purchased large quantities of ammunition. In hindsight, this change appears less like a hobby and more like preparation. In the weeks leading up to April 2011, the family took a series of unsettling actions. Their lease was terminated, bank accounts were closed, furniture and belongings were removed from the house. Agnes's employer received a letter stating the family was moving to Australia. Xavier also purchased a shovel, cement, reinforced garbage bags, and digging equipment. At the time, no one questioned it. The last normal night. On April 3, 2011, the family went out for dinner in Nantes before attending a screening of the animated film Rango. The children texted friends about the outing. Agnes posted on Facebook. For a few fleeting hours, the family existed publicly, digitally alive, socially visible. That night, something changed. At 11:34 p.m., a computer in the house connected to the internet. Investigators believe Xavier searched for Fraternité Saint Thomas Becket, a Catholic group offering spiritual retreats. At 2:01 a.m., from an iPhone, another search appeared. Communion state, mortal sin. These searches suggest a man wrestling with faith, guilt, and justification. Police believe that sometime that night or early the next morning, Xavier began killing his family. A methodical execution. According to investigators, Xavier drugged 3 of his children with lormetazepam, a powerful sleeping pill, before shooting them twice in the head while they slept. 2 were also shot in the chest. Agnes was killed similarly, though no sleeping pills were found in her system. Because she relied on a sleep apnea machine, investigators believe Xavier turned it off before killing her. Some reports suggest antidepressants found in her system may have contributed to unconsciousness. Even the family dogs were shot. Xavier wrapped each body in garbage bags and buried them beneath the backyard terrace, allegedly placing religious items, rosaries, a Virgin Mary statue, alongside them. The symbolism was unmistakable. One child, Thomas, was not present that night. To bring him home, Xavier called and claimed his mother had suffered a serious accident. Thomas returned on April 5th. His final text read, "Me, I'm watching Midnight Express with my father." That night, he was killed and buried separately. The calm after the horror. Strangely, Xavier did not flee immediately. Instead, he constructed an elaborate narrative. Schools were told the family had moved to Australia. Relatives received letters claiming Xavier was a DEA agent, relocating under witness protection. He urged secrecy, insisting the official story remain Australia. Xavier remained active online, posting on Catholic forums under pseudonyms like LIGO. He traveled across France, staying in hotels, paying with his own credit card, leaving a clear trail. On April 14th, security cameras captured him, withdrawing cash and walking away from his hotel in Roquebrune-sur-Argent with a backpack. It was the last confirmed sighting of Xavier Dupont de Ligonnès. Discovery and disbelief. Neighbors eventually reported the family missing. Police visited the house multiple times, initially finding nothing suspicious. Only on their 6th visit, on April 21st, did officers uncover the bodies beneath the terrace. By then, Xavier had a massive head start. Authorities launched extensive searches across southern France, focusing on caves and cliffs where he was last seen. Helicopters, dogs, and ground teams found nothing. No body, no belongings, no trace. Theories, sightings, and silence. The most common theory remains suicide. yet no evidence supports it. Others believe Xavier escaped, starting a new life under a false identity. His family has even claimed the bodies were not authentic, citing inconsistencies in death certificates and witness testimony. False sightings flooded in. In 2019, a man was mistakenly arrested in Scotland after a tip claimed Xavier had boarded a flight. DNA proved it wrong. In 2015, a letter sent to a French news agency read, "I am still alive." Its authenticity remains unverified. A ghost that remains. More than a decade later, Xavier Dupont de Ligonnès has never been found. No grave, no confession, no closure. Was he a man who meticulously planned his family's deaths before ending his own life? Or did he vanish, burdened by guilt, yet determined to survive? All that remains is a trail of receipts, religious symbolism, unanswered questions, and one of the most haunting disappearances in modern criminal history. A killer who vanished without a trace, and a mystery that refuses to die.